The morning sun in rural Mississippi rose soft and golden, brushing the wooden walls of the Carter family's worn-down house. Naomi Carter, barely 14, was already up, her small hands washing dishes while her mother coughed in the next room. Life had never been gentle to Naomi. Her father had walked out when she was 6, and her mother, once a gospel singer with a voice that could hush a whole church, now worked double shifts at a diner that never seemed to pay enough. Naomi's world was quiet, not because she didn't have words, but because no one seemed to hear her. At school, she sat in the back, her dark skin and second-hand clothes making her invisible. Teachers barely noticed when her homework went missing. The other kids laughed at her shoes, the ones patched 3 times over. But every evening, when the world finally grew silent, Naomi found her voice again, beneath the old magnolia tree behind their house. There, she'd sing, softly at first, then with all the ache and hope inside her. The magnolia became her audience, her friend, her confessor. One night, her mother caught her singing. "You got my voice," she said, tears in her tired eyes. "Don't let this world take it from you." That was the last real conversation they had. Her mother passed away 2 weeks later. Naomi moved in with her aunt, a hard woman who believed dreams were a waste of time. "Singing don't feed no one," she'd say, slamming pots around the kitchen. Naomi worked mornings at the gas station, nights cleaning motels, and saved every dollar she could. But the magnolia tree stayed her secret, the only place where she could still be. Years passed. Naomi was 17 now, still quiet, still unnoticed. Until one day, a man stopped by the gas station, waiting for his car to be fixed. He wore a suit too sharp for that dusty town and carried himself like he belonged to another world. "You sing, don't you?" he asked. Naomi froze. "What? I heard you behind the station last night. You were humming." Her cheeks burned. I was just passing time." He smiled. "You got a gift. Ever thought about using it?" Naomi shook her head. "People like me don't get chances like that." He handed her a card. "Make one then." His name was Mr. Davis, a small-time music producer from Atlanta. That night, Naomi went to the magnolia tree again, but this time, she wasn't singing to escape. She was singing to begin. Atlanta was louder than Naomi ever imagined. Sirens, music, street vendors shouting. A city that never seemed to sleep. She found herself sharing a small room with 2 other girls, both chasing their own dreams of fame. For the first few months, Naomi worked at a diner by day and practiced in a rented studio at night. It wasn't easy. Producers overlooked her for girls who looked more commercial. Her accent was called too southern. Her skin too dark for spotlight. But every rejection only brought her back to her mother's voice. "Don't let this world take it from you." One night, after yet another failed audition, Naomi sat on a park bench, tears streaking down her cheeks. An older woman sat beside her. "Why are you crying, child?" Naomi shook her head. "They said I'll never make it. That I don't fit." The woman smiled softly. "Then stop trying to fit. Be the reason they have to make room." Those words lit something inside her. She started uploading videos. Raw, acoustic performances filmed on an old phone. No fancy lights, no makeup. Just her voice, and that same magnolia tree she'd grown up under, now as her background every time she went home. Her first video got 200 views. The second got 2,000. By the 5th, her voice had traveled far beyond Mississippi. People began to find her. "That's the girl with the magnolia tree." She was invited to perform on a local TV show. Then a radio interview. Then, one day, a record label finally called. When Naomi walked into that studio for the first time, she didn't see glass walls and bright lights. She saw her mother's eyes, her aunt's kitchen, the dusty gas station, the old magnolia. She sang like the roots of her story ran through every note. Her first single, "Beneath the Magnolia Tree," became a viral anthem of resilience, especially among young black girls who saw their own pain reflected in her lyrics. At her first concert, as she stood on stage in a golden dress, the crowd chanted her name. Naomi smiled, tears filling her eyes. She whispered into the mic, "This one's for every girl who was told she wasn't enough. You are. You always were." And as she sang, the screen behind her lit up with an image of a magnolia tree, strong, rooted, and forever in bloom.